Okay, if you're over 40, listen up, because this is how you're going to land your first UGC deal next month. It's basically March, just settle it, and it's March. So here's the steps you need to take to get your first UGC deal. And this isn't the standard stuff that you hear a lot of coaches talking about, because a lot of coaches aren't over 40, and I think to be a creator, you over 40, you need to think differently than what a lot of the younger people are learning and being taught. And this is stuff that I did. I practiced this, and that's how I really got going faster, I think, than a lot of other UGC creators. So listen up, sit down, take some notes. I'm going to try to go through this as quickly as possible, but I want to give you as much information as you can. So you want to be a UGC creator. You know what it is, and that's great. The first thing I want you to do is look at UGC example videos. Go on Instagram, go on here on TikTok, and just look up hashtag UGC example or UGC examples. And a lot of stuff is going to come up. But I want you to really look for the ones that are older creators. I mean, you're going to see a lot of 20 and 30-year-olds doing this, 35. That's great, but look for the older people, because those are the kind of product videos that you are going to be making. You might not be doing, like serum or, any of that stuff. You might be doing like menopause pills or prostate or stuff like that. You'll be doing stuff for older creators. So find what those older creators are making videos about, because that will be your job. That will be, brands will be coming to you to make videos like that. So you need to make videos that look like that. And that's, older creators definitely have a different style, I think, than younger creators. So don't look at just anything. And please do not do any of those faceless things, like tapping on the glass or whatever. That's not, people don't hire you for that. They hire you because of your face and your gray hair, your age. That's how you get hired. So once you've found example videos, and make these example videos that you think you could do, if you've never made a video, you can probably figure out like how they filmed the B-roll, how they set up their camera. Like, look at those videos. And then I want you to go to the store and buy products that they are talking about. A lot of coaches will tell you to go around your house and talk about your products and how much you love them. I want you to start thinking about this as a job early on, from the first time that you are doing this. What I did is I went out and I figured out products that I wasn't using, but I knew that older people were. So I bought like an energy drink that an older person might be using. I did ED. I didn't go out and buy ED, but I faked that I was selling ED, because that's something that an older guy would be using. And then I did an app for finance that I think older people would be doing. So find things that older people are using. Even if you're not using it, find those products that brands are looking for older creators for. That's going to get you, I wasted my time making an unboxing video. Like, nobody's asked me. Nobody cares how a 50-year-old unboxes something. That's not what you're going to get paid for. You're going to get paid for being on camera and presenting your older face. And when you go into it making videos for older people products, that just sets you up for so much success early on, because you're already in the mindset of, oh, here's a product. Like, how do I talk about it? How do I bring out authenticity in how I would use this product? Because a lot of the deals you get will be for stuff that you've never used or would never need. I just did something for my car. It's like a little, it diagnoses your car. like with problems and what. It's something I've never used, but something somebody older like me would probably be using to save money on their car. So yeah, go to the store, spend $25, $30, and just buy products that somebody your age would be using, even if you are not using them yourself. And then take those videos that you saw and dissect how they worked. How did they write the hook? What was the visual that they had in their hook? How did they talk about the product? How did they film the product? And really, you're just going to like, not to say copy, but be inspired by what they wrote and make your own version of that. This is very, very common. I'll get scripts from agencies that are like, we just want you to remake this video that we saw and just switch out our name and some product benefits. And it's weird. It took me a while to really get my head around that, but that's what they want. Sometimes they just want you to be able to say things in a certain way. And the more examples you see and the more closely you write your examples like that, the more likely you are to get brand deals early on. Because that's what I did. I looked at examples and I wrote them in that style and I filmed them. What you need to do next, not a lot of coaches are going to talk about. They're going to say you need to go out and pitch to brands. It's faster for you to get work by putting yourself out on social media. Because my way of thinking about this is, if you're taking so much time to write to one brand, you have to find the brand, you need to find the right email to send to, you need to come up with ideas, like, here are some ideas that I have. Brands want to see that you know about the product, and you're not at that level, and you're only getting your stuff in front of one person. Like, only one person at the brand is going to see this. By putting yourself out on social media, go out and on your TikTok page or your Twitter, even if you don't have one, like, post it, start one now and post your example videos on there. I do this twice a week. Sorry, not twice a week, twice a day. Like, I do this pretty much daily. And that's how brands find me, because they're looking for older creators. They're out there on these platforms looking up hashtags, looking for creators that will fit the profile of who they're looking for. And by posting your stuff on social media with a hashtag, you are so much more likely to find somebody than directly pitching. Because if you don't have a lot of experience, a brand may not be willing to take a risk on you for a larger project. But if you're getting yourself out there and you're getting on platforms like that, and I recommend going on places like Billow and Incense and getting those smaller deals. Those will give you the experience that you need. Right now, it is all about experience and getting example videos made and then working with brands to make their videos. That's what it's all about at this stage. And eventually, a brand is going to reach out and like what you do. I mean, it's, if you keep at it enough, they will find you. So when you get your first brand deal, take the brief that they're giving you and do your best job at that, but then plus it. And that is like maybe adding in a few extra hooks for free, or adding in some extra B-roll shots for free. I would only do like 2 or 3 like extra ones of those, because again, you're all about getting into practice. And once you've got that first contract, that first brand deal, which again, if you make good examples and you put your stuff out there on social media and apply to things on platforms consistently, like this isn't like you don't do this you don't just post once a week. This is about consistently. It's hard for me to, a lot of people saying they're not getting brand deals, and it's like, how often are you posting? How often are you out there? are you relying on just pitching instead of putting yourself out there? That's pretty much the path that I took to get my first brand deal. I didn't pitch for about like a month. I just didn't email anybody because I didn't really understand how. And I just wanted to get myself out there because I saw other creators having success. And as an older creator, it is all about like getting yourself out there, exposure. And if you do that consistently, if you start that, start this weekend and start looking at looking at UGC examples and, take a week to kind of like write out what you want and then go to the store the next weekend and, spend some time filming all of those and, get on social media. And if you do that, in chunks, you will likely have your first deal. My Kickstarter guide will help you learn a lot more, but there's no secret sauce. There's just getting yourself out there, making videos, and continuing to do that, to refine your process and just keep going. That's how I think you're going to get your first brand deal next month. I'm excited to do it. Just do it and let me see and let me know what happens. I'm pretty sure you'll get something if you're consistent about it. And that's this is a job about consistency and continuing to show up. And I know that you can. I know that you can do it. I mean, I've done it, and I'm not special by any means. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.